Hello again, my loves. So happy to be back with you. Alex Strauss here with the Mindful Walker and Alex Strauss Online. Keeping it real today here in my slightly messy household because it's kind of chilly outside today. But I wanted to pop in here quick and tell you about some cool new things that have been going on here at the Mindful Walker / Alex Strauss Online. I have not been in your inbox for a few months, and that's because I have been really busy working on some new things. So I wanted to fill you in on those quick. First of all, and most importantly, you'll notice that at the top of this email, I have placed the unsubscribe button. And I want to explain that because I've never done this before, and I want you to know that it is not because I want you to leave my list. I love having you here. I'm so grateful that you let me come into your inbox periodically. And I don't take it for granted at all. But I want you to understand that my business is evolving. And as such, some of the things that I'm going to be focusing on going forward may not be as applicable as the things that I was talking about a couple of years ago when you may have signed on to my list. So while I still am going to be talking about mindfulness and nature connection and sometimes walking as well, my focus has moved toward working these things into a life as an entrepreneur, essentially, because that's what I am. And that's what I have found a lot of you guys are as well. So a lot of the people that have been attracted to the list are actually people that have businesses and are also trying to lead more mindful lives. And so as things have evolved for me, I decided to go and get a certification in business coaching. So I'm now a certified business coach. But of course I still come at this from the same place, right? From the idea of living a mindful, centered, nature-connected life. That's how I try to run my business. And that's how a lot of you have told me that you want to run your businesses and your lives. And when I looked around at the services, coaching type services that were available for women entrepreneurs like myself, what I find is a lot of people talking about hustle and talking about, slaying it in your business and talking about just these really sort of hard-hitting kind of masculine ways of approaching an entrepreneurial business. And I'm sorry, but that is not me. That is not where I am. And those of you who have been on my list for a while, you know that that's not me. So I decided that I needed to kind of jump into this and offer an alternative for entrepreneurial women, a lot of them solopreneurs, and enlightened men too. Look, I'm not going to turn you away, okay? But honestly, a lot of the things that I talk about are really specifically applicable to entrepreneurial women who want to make a living, right? Who want to make good money, in fact, better money, who want to grow their businesses, but want to do it in a way that supports a mindful, centered, spiritually connected life, right? Because that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to live. And I know that there are those of you out there who are trying to do the same thing. So the unsubscribe button, one click and you're off the list, right? And you go with my great blessing and my gratitude for your having been here. If you decide to stay, I really hope that you will find and expect that you will find some value in the things that I'm going to be talking about going ahead. And, you can stick around for a while and see what you think. And it's easy enough to leave at any time. Just one click. I'm not going to trap you here, okay? But know that I love you and I'm so glad that you've been here. All right. So that's number one. I told you about the business coaching. So with regard to that, I'm a life coach, as some of you know, and now I'm also a certified business coach. And I am still sort of working out my pricing and figuring out how, in my packages and figuring out, not my pricing, actually, my packaging, my pricing is down, but I am figuring out kind of how I'm going to work this with people. So honestly, now is the absolute best time to contact me. If you have an entrepreneurial venture, if you're running a business of some kind, and you think you could use some help and some support with it, I have expertise and training in niche, in branding. I have wonderful tools about branding, about packaging, really cool things to do with pricing and how to charge for your services and how to promote and market your services. I got a lot of great tools in my tool belt now. So if you know that this is something that you could use some help with, and you've been around here, you kind of like my vibe and you know where I'm coming from, definitely reach out to me, okay? It's alex@themindfulwalker.com, and we'll work something out. Because honestly, now is a really good time to do it before I have all of these things solidified and I'm still just kind of figuring out how I want to work with people. You can kind of tell me what you want. You know what I mean? Like, you can kind of just direct the show yourself, and we'll figure out what you need from there. So or even if you just want to have a conversation about it, you just want to explore the possibilities and tell me a little bit about what your needs are, and I can tell you how I can help you, absolutely reach out to me, okay? You can even just reply to this email, and we'll set up a time to talk, and that would be awesome. Okay, referring to my notes here. Now, I have some awesome new resources for you. I have created a great new audio program I'm calling Instant Raise. Okay, how to up-level your earning potential with natural elements in your workspace. What could be better? I can help you raise the vibe of your workspace and raise your mood, raise your energy, everything like that in just a few minutes. And I've got an audio program, and I've got a beautiful companion PDF that goes with it. Because you are already on my list, if you're already on my list and you're getting this via email, you have the link inside this email. So there's no need to opt in or anything. You just go down, click on it. You can listen to the audio. You can download the PDF. I'd love to get your feedback and know if there's anything that you'd like me to tweak or change about this. And I would especially love to know if you find it helpful and valuable to you. Now, if you're not on the list and you're watching this on YouTube or you're watching it on the blog, there will be a link below to go down to alexstrauss.com, and you can grab that resource there. It's called Instant Raise. It's really awesome, and I'm really proud of it, and I really, really like it. All right, so moving on. Okay. So this is the other thing. I have just started a podcast, just started. First episode went out on Monday. The next one will go out tomorrow. So please, please check it out. I have a link below. Again, if you're getting this via email, there is a link. If you're watching it on YouTube, I'll put a link in the description. And just go and check it out and listen to it. It's not very long. This is also a work in progress. My new philosophy is just sort of like jump before you're ready and then figure things out on the way. So that's what I'm doing with my podcast. Several of you have told me you really like to listen to audios because you appreciate the ability to listen on the go as opposed to videos. So I'm doing more audio work. The other thing is I found that sometimes I was not being as diligent as I should be with putting together videos for you guys because I felt like I had to look good. It takes more effort than it used to. So sometimes I would avoid, putting my makeup on or doing my hair because I didn't want to bother with it. And so then I wouldn't make a video, right? And that's not serving you. So what I've done instead is I'm making audios. And you can just imagine when you listen to it that I look fabulous in every single episode of my podcast. Just imagine that, if you will. Okay. And then let's see. So, okay. And one more thing. I'm so glad I made notes. The final thing I want to tell you is that in just a few weeks, I'm going to be putting out an invitation to join a new community that I'm forming of entrepreneurial women who want to live mindful lives. All right? Just the kind of thing that I've been talking about. I'll have more details on that, but I'm creating, it's free. It's a beautiful space on a wonderful platform that I'm really excited about. I don't know if you've noticed, but I have moved off Facebook. I'm done with Facebook. I'm sick of the noise, and that'll be a post for another day, but it just got too crazy for me, and my brain just can't handle it. So I'm off Facebook, but I'm creating a community in another space, which is much more peaceful and beautiful and sort of in line with my whole vibe here at the Mindful Walker and Alex Strauss Online. So I will be issuing invitations to that. It'll be an awesome place to connect with other women entrepreneurs, to connect with me, to network with other people. I think it's really